It's being recorded. Okay.
Sorry.
Paano ka mag-a-admit mamaya? Ikaw na mag-a-admit, ikaw pa na si share na screen, ikaw lahat. Kaya mo
Okay
yan.
lang po. Kaya ko to. Magta-talented start tayo dito. Just,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Prada ka ng online class. Alam mo dapat yan. Na nakapag-class kami ng sa Messenger, tapos later nag-ano na kami Teams, parang gano'n. Tama ba? Kasi alam ko
And
nagkaklase
things ba
kami
naman?
sa Messenger.
Magre-record ka lang, ma'am, tapos ina-upload mo lang.
Oh, basta ganon. Ayapang sa
Mm.
asynchronous nga pala tayo. Pero the point is, nasimula
Oh,
ang pandemic, estudyante ko sila sa Chem 2. So, nagka-class kami sa Schoology at saka sa Messenger. Kasi 10 lang kayo. So, kasa tayo sa Messenger noon. Pag nag-quiz, naalala mo?
true, ma'am.
Oh, see?
Ganun.
Dami na kami
Paano mo
pinagdaanan sa mga online.
mag-transfer? Kaya hindi na ma-host mo. Paano ko gagawin host mo sa dito?
11. So, we will try to finish before
Okay.
11. At try ni Nana ng mga hanggang 10:30 lang.
Tatry natin yun. Mabilis na naman ako magsalita. Pag di ko na ano, edi
Hindi naman si
record
Sir
na lang.
Kurt, di ba? Si Sir Kurt, grabe. 84 slides.
Totoo ba, ma'am? Anong chinika ni Circuit? Nakakaloka naman
Umaga,
siya.
on time kami nag-start noon, as in walang delay-delay. Kasi
Edi yung
nag-ano
sige.
ako, nag-introduce ng maiksing-maiksi lang, tapos yun, ang haba namin.
Ah, paano? Guys, wait lang ha. Hinga muna kayo malalim kasi may mga tanong ako. Siya. So, good luck. Give me, give me 1 to 2 minutes of that. Rinig niyo po ba ako? I'm gonna try. But ayaw niyo sa laptop. Hindi nakikilala ko na ito. Please want to answer to access to recording.
Hi, Ma'am MC.
Nasaan na si Nona? Nona, nawala na ikaw. Wala ka pa, ano pangalan nito?
Namimiss ko.
Okay. Hmm? Naputol.
Okay, sige.
We're waiting for Nona to share her screen. Ano nakalagay ito? Ano
Yes.
sabihin nun? Chat ko si Ma'am Yana. Buti na lang nakaano si Ma'am Yana. Kasi the department has a Zoom account. The department yon. Siya yung may hawak. Mamaya lilipat ako ng class. So baka mamala ako for a while. Lilipat ako ng room kasi may pa-exam ko ng 10:30.
Hi. Exam. Anong subject yun, ma'am?
UA, fourth unit. Nakatry ka na mag-share ng screen? Kaya?
I'm trying na. Ginagawa.
Kaya mo mag-host tapos ikaw din yung
Kaya ko pa ba?
para
Kaya
maka-share
ko
ka
pa
ng
today.
screen.
Kaya ko pa today, ma'am.
Parang kaya ko naman. Ay, hindi. Ikaw lang. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Ay, di, okay.
Sige, gagawin ko.
Hindi na ako.
Gagawin kong ano yung sarili ko. Host. Make host para ano ko. Host na ba ako? Okay. Try my screen. Sige. Yun. Okay na ba? Can you all hear me? Medyo ng pera. Okay na. Nakakita, di ba? Okay. Okay na po. Kinuhuli ka po. Or may feedback.
Kita po. Off ko na yung audio ko at saka mukha ko. You can start na ma'am no, na once you're ready.
Okay,
Off
thank
ko
you
na
very
yung
much.
camera ko
Why
and
nang...
audio.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. When I speak po ba, may feedback? May feedback po ba or wala? Can you help me ng indirect
Kita
lubrication?
namin yung screen.
May
At
feedback po
ikaw.
ba pag nagsasalita ako? Is the,
Yes po. Kita. Kita both
the audio is okay?
PowerPoint and yourself.
Perfect. Okay po. And the audio is fine? And the audio is okay? Okay po. Okay, everyone. Good morning po. Thank you so much for your long patience for today. I hope you're all having a good Friday. It's almost the weekend, so it's always a good thing, diba? Or not, maybe. Sabi nila yung good so today and kayo, so good luck. So as like what Ma'am MC said, I'm a AUP MSBD2. So Ma'am MC was my professor for all of my clinical chemistry and pharma classes. And I'd love to make this seminar as interactive as possible. Can I request for everyone to switch on their cameras? If possible naman. Pero makita lang kayo. No? Pwede ba? No? Okay. Sige, pero if you can, mag-ano po tayo sa ano, mag-participate tayo sa, ano ba? Sa chat if tayo. So for today, we'll be talking about medical malware and how anti-CD38 therapy interferes with compatibility testing. So what we'll be discussing today, as short as we can, would be first pre-transfusion testing, blood typing, antibody screening, and cross-matching using the machine biolab IH500. And the second would be multiple myeloma. What is MM? The third one is anti-CD38 therapy. What is the mechanism of daratumumab? The fourth is transfusion requirement. That is antigen negative units given to patients with MM. And emergency transfusion, so that emergency units available for antibody positive patients. Ayan. Are you guys interns ba? Because I heard that you guys have MTAP. No. Nag-echo yung audio. I'm so sorry. Let me try. Ba't nag-echo? Can you go back to the Zoom? See? Ayaw niya. Wait lang ah. Share device audio. Ayan, okay na. No?
Sige,
Okay
nasa
na.
ako ulit.
Okay. Sige. Can you
You might-
guys hear me better? Good sa I can proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. So yun. Are you guys interns ba? Wait lang, ba't ayaw niya? Oh, mute. There we go. Okay. I think that's better, no? Yes?
Yes, better
Okay
na.
na? So
Yes.
much. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Hello. Okay, so are you guys interns? So from if you guys are interns, I think you guys have really been exposed to blood bank in the hospital. Yes, thumbs up, no? Ayaw, okay, sige. Okay, thank you very much. So I work in a hospital that is tertiary if you put it in a Philippine setting, it's a tertiary hospital. We have a blood bank. I am a blood bank and a hematology staff, and super favorite ko yung blood bank. So who here likes Immunocero? Wala ba? Hindi naman ako magsusumbong kay Ma'am May kung ayaw niyo. About blood banking, wala. Okay, ako lang ba? Sige. So back in college, ayoko talaga ng blood banking. I did not like blood banking and hematology. You may have heard of people saying na blood bank is the easiest place to lose your license. So guess what I did? Yan. I became a blood banker. Tapos naghima din ako kahit yun yung pinakaayaw ko. And I've come far from disliking blood bank and hematology. But now I've come to love them, and I'm always excited when hard cases come up. And the enemy of medtech is the monotonous work that we do. So I always advise to embrace the change and the challenges. So anyway, thank you for having me. Let's get on with pre-transfusion testing. So pre-transfusion testing is something that we know as compatibility testing. It's a process that ensures that a patient receives blood product that will not cause harmful hemolytic transfusion reaction, and it involves ABO-RH, antibody screening, and cross-matching. In the blood bank, we follow the AABB, ISO, and CAP standards, and our standard operating procedure, SOP manuals reflect them. So for ABO-RH, there are two types of different sample requirements for patients requesting for blood in the blood bank. The first is that a patient with no historical record of ABO in a hospital. So we don't know these patients. This is a new admit. This is a new case of wanting blood products from us. So that's two 6 ml EDTA samples. So it's a really tall tube collected with two different timings, including a new verification of patient identification at every draw. So this helps to identify and prevent potentially fatal ABO incompatible transfusions to take place due to wrong blood sample in tube or wrong patient identification. So for example, like a phlebotomist will draw blood sample, the first blood sample at 10 o'clock, and the next draw will be at 10:10. Verification of patient identification is to be done at both times. It's a critical step that we ensure that we do to catch and prevent errors like collecting a blood sample from the wrong patient or incorrect labeling. And one of the two samples is to be loaded into one of our machines for ABO-RH and for cross-matching, and the other is for manual retype for ABO, so the tube method that we use. And medtechs on the bench must ensure both results match before verification, and of course cross-matching. So the second type of sample is with patients with historical record of ABO in a hospital. So that's 1 6 ml EDTA tube to be collected. There is no need to perform manual retype for ABO-RH unless there is a discrepancy from our old record. So, yan. So, if kakilala na namin, suki na namin yung pasyente sa medtech, we don't need two tube samples. We only need one. So, for antibody identification, this can be done using the machine. This can be automated, but this can be done manually in case the machine is down. There is no antibody screening done for patients requiring blood products in the Philippines, as far as I know. What the blood banks do, the methods will match the blood according to group and perform cross-matching straight away. So you don't test for the presence of any antibodies, diba? As you can probably remember, if interns na kayo, you'll go straight and find a blood product that is a match for the blood type of the patient. While in Singapore, blood banks are required to run a typing screen, which is an ABO-RH grouping, as well as antibody screening before proceeding to cross-matching. We do this to ensure that the patient is given the most compatible blood unit, and this is also done to catch any antibodies that may potentially interfere with our cross-matching. So for our cross-match, once ABO-RH and antibody screening results are available, selection of the appropriate product to cross-match is done. We use the gold standard, which is the tube method for cross-matching. So, do you guys remember the 4 phases of your cross-matching? So, apat yan, di ba? There's immediate spin, which is your mid-Mars. We check this macroscopically and microscopically. And we centrifuge this for 10 seconds before checking. There's 37 degrees, addition of 2 drops of LISS, and incubation at 37 degrees for 15 minutes. Tapos may AHG phase tayo. Washing 3 times and decant, blot dry before adding 2 drops of AHG reagent. Tapos check cells. 1 drop of check cells, And a positive result means it's a compatible unit. Kasi diba, check cells are to check for true negative. That's your control for AHG cross-match. However, for patients with negative antibody screening result in our hospital, we will only test up to the immediate screen phase. So patients with clinically significant antibodies against red cells, stem cell transplants, and solid organ transplants require extended cross-match, which is up to the AHG and check cell phase. No matter the antibody screening result. So kahit negative, so even if the antibody screening result is negative, as long as the patient has history of clinically significant antibodies, they are undergoing stem cell transplant or solid organ transplant, we will still do AHG cross-matching. Ganyan. So cross-match compatibility, according to AABB standards, is valid for 72 hours from the time of draw. This is because it approximately takes 3 days for the patient to develop antibodies against red cells. Okay, so you'll see a few machines here. On your top left, you will see Immucor Echo Lumina. These are automations in the blood bank that can run ABORH, antibody screening, and cross-matching. So cross-matching can be done using a machine. So top left corner is your Immucor Echo Lumina. And then your second one at the bottom is your OrthoVision. The third one is the newest machine for Immucor, which is Immucor Neo Iris. Sorry, umikot. Immucor Neo Iris on your very right. And I'd like to introduce you to my favorite machine in the lab. This is Biorad IH500 Next. So IH500 Next was rolled out in 2023, and we got it last year. So prior to that, we had the old IH500, and the only difference is that this is new. That's the only difference talaga. We are currently not using its cross-match feature, but we're going to start the training for it soon, hopefully before the end of the year. So it's a lot of training, a lot of validation and paperwork to roll out a new standard operating procedure and testing. So it's gonna take a while before we actually use the machine's cross-match feature. But it is a closed system. So closed system, as you may know, that since it's from Biorad, we can only use Biorad reagents and consumables. It can run 50 samples at a time. The internal storage is 164 cards, so it can be a mixture of ABORH for cord blood and baby's blood below 4 months of age, and ABORH plus reverse for babies 4 months and above to adults, as well as LISS and your Coombs card. It can store up to 34 reagent vials, and the tests performed are ABORH plus reverse, antibody screening DAT, and later on cross-matching. It can also do stat testing. There is a rack with a different color that will signal to the machine that this is for stat and to prioritize it. So here's the inside. So this is the machine in real life. This is from the lab. Yeah, it's pretty, no? That's my favorite thing in the lab. So here's the inside of the machine. There is a camera near the pipetter arm. If you can see, there's a robotic arm right in the middle. There is a camera near the pipetter arm that captures the photos of gel cards and reads the reactions, translates and transmits results from the machine to the computer application. So as you can tell from here, we have a computer on the very left side of the machine. That's where the results are transmitted. That's where we can see our results kasi it takes photos of it. So this machine uses the following reagents. So ito nga yan. So that's the transport arm. That's the pipetter arm. You can see it holding a gel card. And sometimes to store, sometimes to read, but basta this is the main arm talaga of the machine. On the right side, you can see the area where we store our reagents and our diluents. At the very, very end, you can see 5 vials, diba? I'll show you these vials up close later. And then right next to it, the one with the machinery, that's where the needle is. Yeah, so the needle moves and aspirates and then adds it to the gel cards. Ayan. So the machine uses these following reagents. On your left side, that's your antibody screening cells. So as you can probably remember from your blood bank, antibody screening cells are commercially prepared suspensions of Group O RBCs that have been phenotyped for common clinically significant blood group antigens like capital DCE, lowercase ce, Kel, Duffy, which is FIA, Kid, JKA, MN, and S. So those are your most commonly significant um, antibodies against red cells. So if a patient tests positive for any of the three screening cells up there, you already have an idea of what antibodies this patient has against red cell, diba? And so even if the patient only tests positive for one of the screening cells, the patient is considered to be antibody positive, and we will send out samples for antibody identification. Like I said earlier, although IH500 Next is capable of testing for antibody identification, there is only one facility that has the license to do that in Singapore, and that's our National Blood Bank, where we get all our blood products. So we have an agency in Singapore called the Health Sciences Authority. Within that authority is the Blood Services Group, BSG. Only they are allowed to screen donors, facilitate donations, and process blood products. They also store a lot of it. From what I remember, one of the updates is that if any of the blood units are below 300 in the National Blood Bank, we consider it as low stocks now. Kasi there are a lot of hospitals in Singapore that has a blood bank, so they have to supply to all of us. So there are a lot of notifications, a lot of advertisements for people to actually donate with the National Blood Bank so that we are able to get more stocks. And all of the blood banks in the country get their stocks from BSD, and none of us have our own donor centers. So we don't draw blood and process them in our own hospitals. So it's all very centralized here. We will send them samples if we have any antibody positive patients or patients with indeterminate blood groups for EDO confirmation and other tests like titer determination level. Titer level determination, ayan. So, like I said earlier, I'd like this seminar to be as interactive as possible. So if you haven't been paying attention as much as you can, now is the time because everything we'll be discussing from here and out is all connected. And I'll be asking a few questions and you can answer in the chat box. I already heard you to answer because we won't move on to the next question or to the next slide unless one of you do. So since you guys are interns and you guys have probably gone through the labs, it may be easier for you guys to read the gel cards that I'll be showing you for EDO-RH grouping. And if you can, chat in the group chat your answer. I'll read the, sorry, group chat. Oh, yung group chat nga. Chat in the group chat your answer and I'll let you know once I get the correct answer. Okay. Ready na? Okay ba? Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Eto. So the grading on the left is your basis. As what you can see, 4 plus is gel agglutination at the very top of the column. So could you interpret this blood type, please? Guys, listen pa ba kayo? O positive, yes. Very good. That is O positive. Very nice. Galing. The next one, how about this one? May grading na yun sa ilalim, so it should be easier for you. B neg. Very good. Okay. Very nice. How about this one? Anyone, how about this one po? A positive. Very good. Okay. So how about this one? Dalawa na lang. Second to the last na to. AB positive. Yes, that's correct. So how about this blood group? Pwedeng sirit if hindi nyo alam. A, to B pause. Okay. A to pause. Okay. This is something we call ABO indeterminate or inconclusive RH positive. Kasi as what you can see, di ba, there is a grade of 2 plus sa A1. Ayan. So we're not sure what the blood type of this patient is. So if I were to ask you, what would you give to this patient? What type of blood group or what type of blood type na donor do we give to this patient since we don't know the blood group? O neg, yes. Universal donor. O negative or O positive, pwede din. Walang problema yun. Kasi very prominent, the anti-D is very, very prominent. So you can either give O neg or O positive. Yan, very good. So the next that we have is this patient. Yan. So the one on the left is your antibody screening panel. So yun yung antibody screening 1, 2, and 3 that I showed you earlier. So what is the result for your antibody screening? Is the patient antibody screening positive or negative? So, di ba pagka, like what I said earlier, if the patient tests positive kahit sa isang cell lang or sa isang well, the patient is considered to be antibody screening positive, di ba? So, it's weird because our patients, si YHL, the initial of this patient, he tested positive for all three cells. So your brain is already thinking it's already embedded in your brain, diba? Na it's clinically significant antibodies that is present for this patient, diba? So you're thinking, what type of antibody does this patient have? Tapos this patient also has a weird ABO blood group, diba? Can anybody tell me what the blood group of the patient is? Halos same lang din siya kanina as before. Sirit na. So this patient is also ABO indeterminate, Rh positive with pan-reactive antibody screening result. Why? Kasi di ba you can see on the B well, double population siya. When we see double population, there is a solid agglutination at the top of the well and there is a solid button at the bottom of the reaction well. So this patient, you don't know if this patient is AB, tapos the reverse is O, diba? So what's this patient's blood group? So you don't know. So the patient is ABO indeterminate Rh positive with pan-reactive antibody screening result. Okay, so keep this patient in mind, our patient YHL. But first, let's discuss multiple myeloma. What is it and why does it interfere with compatibility testing? Okay, it is also known as a plasma cell myeloma. It's the cancer of plasma cells. So B lymphocytes, as you know, start in the bone marrow and then they move to the lymph nodes when they mature, diba? When they're activated to secrete antibodies, they are then known as plasma cells. When when they are activated to secrete antibodies, plasma cells sila. Plasma cells are good because they produce antibodies that fight off infection, but due to genetic mutations, they become cancerous and they go out of control. And myeloma is a blood cancer that starts developing in the B lymphocytes while still in the bone marrow. And because their main role is to produce antibodies, right? Patients with multiple myeloma create abnormal antibodies. They also proliferate there, so they overcrowd the good cells, which then leads to pancytopenia. And instead of functional antibodies, they produce something called M protein, which is a monoclonal antibody that is non-functional and it does nothing to help the body fight off the infection or any infection in general. Aside from being called M protein, it can also be called paraprotein or M spike. And we're gonna dive a little into urinalysis here. And since they circulate the body, these abnormal cells can go to different organs, diba? And then they can cause problems. And since our blood is filtered by which organ po? What filters our blood? Guys, ano po nag-filter ng blood natin? What organ? The kidney, yes. So, since the blood is filtered by our kidneys, M proteins are large and insoluble. However, their size allows them to pass through the glomerulus and into the tubules. And in the tubules, they combine with other proteins like some horseball protein to form large and most often immobile casts. And these casts are often too large to exit the kidney, so they get deposited somewhere near the exit. So what happens then? These formations of proteins that and casts, diba? It blocks of fluid flow, so it causes inflammation in the surrounding tissues in the kidney. This is something. This causes something we call cast nephropathy, or what we also call the myeloma kidney. This is a symptom of kidney failure. And since very little M protein can pass through the urine, the sample that is collected for the detection is your 24-hour urine. It's tested for protein electrophoresis or immunofixation. Its level is a direct reflection of the proliferation of the abnormal plasma cells. So you will often see doctors with patients with multiple myeloma often order tests that reflect kidney function because of this, and they also monitor CBC results because again, pancytopenia will lead to anemia. Ayan. So there's this wonderful drug that helps patients with multiple myeloma. It's called daratumumab. Okay, so one of the few medications that can be given to patients for the management of multiple myeloma is a monoclonal antibodies. And one of these medications is called daratumumab. In the blood bank, when we hear daratumumab, we already know what to do. So it's a bit of a trigger word, and you might be wondering why we give monoclonal antibodies to a patient who produces abnormal monoclonal antibodies, right? So if a patient produces abnormal monoclonal antibodies, why is the resolution to give more monoclonal antibodies? You might be thinking that. So hold on to that thought. So we're gonna dive a bit into pharma. So the mechanism of action of daratumumab. Daratumumab is a monoclonal antibody targeting CD38 protein presenting on the surface of multiple myeloma cells. So CD38 is a marker of cellular activation that plays a big role in a person's immune response. So its expression is increase in immune cells like T cells, NK cells, B cells, and monocytes upon activation. It's also involved in the body's defense against infection. So it seems it's expressed in like on the surface of the B cells, right? Patients with the multiple myeloma genetic mutation can also express CD38, but in an abnormal way. And daratumumab, being one of the most widely used monoclonal antibody therapy for patients with multiple myeloma, targets CD38 protein that is present on the surface of abnormal B cells or multiple myeloma cells. So because of its nature, it's also called anti-CD38 therapy. And there are three ways, actually five, that lead to the destruction of multiple myeloma cells through a few possible processes. So you can see CDC, which is your complement dependent toxicity. So when daratumumab binds to CD38, it activates the complement system. So it will lead to the to MAC, diba? The formation of the pore or yung butas on the cell that leads to cell death or like mabutas din siya. And then you can see your ADCC, which is your antibody-dependent cell-mediated cytotoxicity. Toxicity. That's where your NK cells come in. They recognize daratumumab-bound MN cells, and then it kills them. And then the third one is antibody-dependent cellular phagocytosis. These are your macrophages that recognize daratumumab-coated tumors, engulfs them, and then destroys them. So aside from the three processes that I gave you, daratumumab can also directly trigger apoptosis and aid in the immunoregulation of cells by depleting the expression of CD38 on cells. So you remember when I said earlier that CD38 is also present on T cells? What daratumumab also does is it alters the expression of CD38 on T cells so that it won't be destroyed by the immune process. So if T cells aren't destroyed, diba, it increases the T cell functional response. So this helps to rebalance the immune system and allow for the increase of effector T cells that will eventually boost a patient's immune system. So how exactly does anti-CD38 therapy affect pre-transfusion testing, and why is it such a trigger word on like in the blood bank? So daratumumab targets CD38 on MM cells, but guess what? CD38 is also present on RBC surface. And when daratumumab is in a patient's plasma or serum, it binds to the RBC surface, creating an antibody antigen complex that, of course, causes a positive result on antibody screening that is often pan-reactive. This is a false positive reaction, and this can hide any real and clinically significant antibodies present in the patient's blood. This is also why diagnosis and the indication for transfusion is important in blood bank request form so that your blood bankers know exactly why such reactions are happening, diba? So they can already figure it out. So then, sorry, our patient YHL has multiple myeloma. While daratumumab allows for the patient immune system to recover, MM patients are still often anemic and require blood transfusion. So what blood products can be given to the patient, right? So again, ABO indeterminate Rh positive pan-reactive antibody screening result. This is our patient with multiple myeloma. So this is where your DTT or diethiotrietol or Cleland's reagent comes in. It's a reagent that destroys CD38 on RBC surface. It's a strong reducing agent that breaks disulfide bonds. But then there is an antibody that is clinically significant that is also held together by disulfide bonds, and that is your KEL blood group. So how is the denaturation of KEL? Sorry. So how is the denaturation of KEL antigen relevant to the transfusion of patients with multiple myeloma? Like what we discussed earlier, when daratumumab binds to RBCs, it causes pan-reactive antibody screening. So it's difficult to determine if a patient has any other antibodies. So masapaw siya, ganun. Um, to overcome the pan-reactive interference, what the blood bank does is to treat the patient sample with DPT that removes CD38 on RBC, since that's what's causing the pan-agglutination. So DPT, like what we said earlier, works by denaturing CD38 held together by disulfide bonds. But then um another thing that another blood group that it denatures is KEL kasi it's held together by disulfide, diba? We can never know if this patient has KEL antibodies then, diba? Since it's already excluded. So the risk is if a patient on daratumumab receives a unit of blood that has the KEL antigen, the transfusion will cause hemolytic transfusion reaction to the patient. And what's the blood bank's responsibility? To provide blood products that are compatible and safe for transfusion, di ba? The goal is to contribute to patient welfare. And since we already know that a patient on daratumumab or any other anti-CD38 therapy requires KEL-negative blood for transfusion, we don't use DTT to treat the sample of every MM patient. We already know to give them KEL-negative blood. So I have a question here. It can be answered by yes or no. I won't make it very hard for you. Yes or no lang yung sagot ha. Does daratumumab cause hemolysis since it binds to RBC? Kasi di ba daratumumab will signal the immune system to kill the ano di ba? Multiple myeloma cells. So when daratumumab binds to RBCs, will it cause hemolysis since the immune system or your immune response um will attack it? Yes or no? Okay lang guys, walang mali or tamang sagot. You can say yes or no. Let me repeat the question if it's not clear, ha? Do you think that daratumumab will cause hemolysis since it binds to RBCs? We have a yes answer. Do we have a no? May magko-contest ba sa sagot? Theoretically, it is supposed to. Tama. But then we're also covering theoretically yes, it's supposed to, but it will not. It will not cause hemolysis since our complement system will not destroy the RBCs. So what happens when an antibody binds to an antigen? It's something we call sensitization. Diba? You have heard of sensitization for ano, diba? For moms who are um, RH positive tapos yung babies nila RH neg, diba binibigyan sila ng RhoGAM? If not, then if they don't receive RhoGAM, then the second pregnancy tapos RH neg yung baby, diba maghihirapan? Or like the baby will find it. Ala, ano nangyari? Wait lang po. I'm not sure what happened. Give me a second. Can you hear me? Are you able to hear me po?
Yes po.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, I don't know what happened. Okay, so it does not cause hemolysis kasi what it does is it sensitizes. Ayan. That's why this patient will also be positive for your direct antiglobulin test. Kasi what does DAT do? Detect previous sensitization, di ba? To see if this patient was given a blood product that they're not supposed to be given. Or there are other factors like daratumumab that causes them to be sensitized to another antibody. Ayan. So next, emergency transfusion. What happens when there is a need for emergency transfusion for patients undergoing CD38 therapy without a valid antibody screening result? So we like to give, hindi we like to give, we have to give antigen negative, ABO specific. So antigen negative, that means that the blood product has to be KEL negative. ABO specific, that means we follow the patient's blood group. If there is none, emergency O, KEL negative blood should be given. And the blood bank usually have these in reserve. In the blood bank, as much as possible, we provide ABO specific blood to patients even when group O is the universal donor, diba? So for our patient, diba? What blood do we give to our patient? YHL. Be as specific as you can. I'll give you 1 minute to think through and type before I give you the answer. So what blood do we give to our patient? YHL. After knowing everything that you already know, this patient has multiple myeloma. This patient has special products that has to be given to them. Yeah, I'll give you like a minute. Okay lang, there's no wrong or right answer. This is a seminar, so we're just trying to see if whatever we're trying to teach is making sense or it's registering. Okay. Last slide na to, guys. Last question na to, promise. Straight na. Okay, we can give O positive or O negative, pero what type of antibodies are we not allowed to give? Or what type of antigen negative blood product are we not allowed? Sirit na. Awat na ba? Okay, I'll give you guys the answer, ha. So since let's just decode this as much as we can. Our patient YHL is ABO indeterminate Rh positive with pan-reactive antibody screening result, diba? So if a patient is ABO indeterminate or you don't know their blood type, what's the safest blood group to transfuse? Sinagot yun na pa kanina. So what's the safest blood group to transfuse to somebody whose blood type you don't know? Yes, tama. O neg or in this case, you can give O positive, diba? So then, but like I said earlier, we're not done yet here. The patient is antibody screening positive due to taratumumab. So like what we discussed, what antigen, what antibody is being excluded here. So we don't know if this patient has this or has has a reaction to this antibody. What blood group to? Balik ko sa slide para makita niyo, ha. And yes, exactly. It's Kel. Very good. Okay, so this patient, like what I said earlier, DTP or your reagent, when we try and fix the interference of the medication, it breaks disulfide bonds, diba? So what it also does is it breaks off the disulfide bonds of Kel. So so Kel is being denatured if the patient has Kel. So you don't know if the patient has antibodies against Kel, diba? So will you give Kel blood group to a patient who you're not sure has Kel antigen? Di ba antibodies? Di ba hindi? So what will you give to this patient, to our patient YHL? So we'll give this patient O positive, Kel negative blood. Ayan, sulat. Type natin para maano nyo. O positive, Kel negative blood unit. Ayan. So our blood bank will also have Cal negative irradiated and leukoreduced blood products. Right here. So on the left is our blood bank fridge. So unmatched. Tapos on the right, you can see an irradiated blood group. If you zoom in, you can see a K-neg right there in the middle next to LEA and LEB as well as Duffy and M plus. I'm positive. Ayan. So, try and see if you can zoom in. But anyway, so our practice is to ensure that there is at least one blood bank that is Cal negative for A positive and B positive blood groups, a couple of Cal negative blood for O positive, and two of our emergency stock for O negative blood is typed for Cal neg just for this reason talaga. Kasi we have a lot of patients who are on daratumumab. Ayan. Ay, sorry, hindi pala last question to. Second to the, last na talaga to, promise. The last question of the day, like we discussed earlier, the different phases of cross-matching, di ba? Patients with positive antibody screening tests have to undergo extended cross-match, which is AHG phase, di ba? Yes or no lang ang sagot, ha. Do we proceed with AHG testing for patient YHL? AHG testing ba si YHL? Yes or no? Nasaan talaga to, guys? Yes or no lang? Do we proceed with AHG testing for patient YHL? Yes. Okay. What does the, ano, for patient YHL or a lot of patients on daratumumab, since we already know the interference is due to a medication, we only need to do immediate spin. And if that's compatible, we can issue the blood product. Tama naman na mag-AHG tayo for patients who are positive for antibody. Okay. Pero what does immediate spin detect? So immediate spin detects, okay, I'll type this on. Immediate spin detects ABO incompatibility. Ability. AHG detects. What does AHG detect? AHG detects antibodies. So if you test this patient with AHG, the test will be positive and you will never find a compatible blood group for this patient kasi nga, there is a monoclonal antibody that binds to CD38 on the RBCs. Diba? So only for patients that are undergoing daratumumab therapy or anti-CD38 therapy, we will not do AHG testing, only immediate spin phase. Yes, because we already know that the interference is because of the medication. Ayan. There is only this exception for patients or multiple myeloma patients undergoing daratumumab therapy. Ayan. So that brings us to the end of the seminar. Do you guys have any questions? It can be related to seminar, it can be related to the work, ganyan. I'll try to answer as much as I can. Pero if not, I hope you learned something. If you have any questions later on, pag na-process nyo na, you can probably message Ma'am MC and then I'll try and answer it as much as I can. Yan. So, thank you. 10:36. Sorry, guys.
Hello. Sorry. I'm having a hard time connecting. Ganito pala ang online class before. Thank you, Ma'am Nona or Ate Nona. What do you
Thank
want
you.
me to hold? I forgot to inform them. I mentioned to them a while ago about you working in Singapore, pero hindi natapos yung introduction because of the many technical problems we've had. Anyway, I hope you listen. And I think yung recording nito, I mean, sa'yo, tama, pa-check na lang later kasi I asked Ma'am Yana, wala kasi silang notes. So basically, I think they will be using the recording to view the I mean to review kasi next week may exam sila, 'di ba? Naggawa ka ng quiz for them.
Yes.
Ayun, that will
Hopefully,
be
if you listen.
they will probably be accessing the recording of this seminar as they prepare for their quiz next week. Okay. Do you guys have any question? Kanina when you were talking about you introduced the topic and then you started right away with the compatibility testing and so on. So, hala, paano kaya magko-connect yun? Pero anyway, eventually naman
Yes.
na-connect. Wala lang na ano lang ako kasi nga medyo busy rin ako dito. I transferred, nasa hallway ako. Ngayon. Kasi may pa-exam ako sa loob, maingay yung laptop ko, hindi siya mag-mute. I mean, hindi ako makagamit ng earphones kasi
Mm.
nag-exam na yung students ko. So, medyo lumabas ako for a while just to end this class. Anyway, just so, baka may tanong sila kasi hindi ko masagot. Wala kayong tanong kay Ma'am Nona
Wag
about her
mahirap.
present?
Sure. Wag mahirap. Yung madali lang, guys.
Yung ako, may tanong ako sa'yo. Yung number ng cases sa Singapore about, this one, those with multiple myeloma, causing problems to you as a medtech kasi nahirapan ka sa compatibility ba? Gano'n ka-often dyan? Yung kumbaga sa dugo ng mga tao dyan.
Okay. Because our hospital has we have a cancer center. So we have a lot of cancer patients. Usually a lot of these patients they stay admitted in the hospital, so they require a lot of transfusion. Usually zero in a week. We probably have about 3 to 4. So we already know what to do for transfusions for 3 to 4 patients in a week
Per week? Sorry, per day, per week?
per week po.
Ang gantong
But these
case.
patients, since the
Wow.
compatibility testing, the cross match compatibility is for 72 hours. Sometimes these patients can get up to 4 to 5 units of blood group of blood products to be transfused within the week. Ganun.
Sa Philippines, hindi ko alam kung gaano ka-common yung, yung
Mm.
tayo kasi pag nagle-lecture tayo ng blood bank dito, parang ano lang parang dahil ang ABO lang most common sa Pilipinas, hindi, yung ano ba, yung other blood groups, hindi natin ganun na-appreciate here. Pero when
Mm.
you work abroad, you get to be exposed to different types na parang, wow, mababaw ka naman. Na you will, find the lecture or the discussion of other body fluids useful. Particularly yung
Mm.
compatibility testing part. Sa Pilipinas kasi na level, hindi ganun ka-common. So, probably,
Yes.
so, hanggang ano lang tayo, di ba? Homes, mga ganun. Or,
Yes.
um, parang, anyway, sa ibang lahi, ayan, dahil nga madaming ganyang klase, yung
Mm.
exposure maganda. Okay. Hindi ka
Mm.
naman nahirapan mag-adjust dyan. Were
It
you able
was,
to
ano,
work?
ma'am,
I mean, that time, kasi
nagpapanik
di
ako
ba
before.
syempre, basic yung natutunan mo dito eh.
Opo.
Tapos, nag-work ka ba sa Pilipinas before ka nag-transfer sa Singapore?
Oh no, after internship, ma'am, I went straight here. My first hospital was a maternity and a children's hospital.
Were you
So I
able
had a lot to, yes, ma'am.
were you able to, acquire? Kasi 'di ba ano kayo online, 'di ba? Yung internship
Yes,
nyo.
ma'am.
So lalo na yung exposure, were you able to adapt well na
Yun,
hindi ka
ma'am.
ganun ka-expose ng intern sa ganyang klaseng situation, pero ang dami mo naman exposure dyan ngayon. Hindi ka
Mm.
nahirapan
Yeah.
mag-adjust for a parang entry level na medtech.
It was very hard at first. Our internship, we were very blessed po talaga when we had the internship kasi we were still able to go to the hospital for at least 3 to 4 months. We went to Batangas. So I was able to experience blood bank there kasi tertiary hospital po sila. But then, even then, they don't do antibody screening and they go straight to cross-matching when they learn of the patient's blood group. So sometimes, if it's an incompatible unit, they can cross-match up to 6 units or 7 para lang makahanap sila ng compatible unit. And even then, it's mostly least incompatible eh. Like with the least reaction that can be, yung siguro mga +1 or weak reactive lang para lang may mabigay sa pasyente if it's an emergency. So when I came here, when I started to learn about this, very important talaga yung theoretical knowledge when it comes to these things, especially knowledge on cross-matching, ganyan. Kahit theoretical lang talaga, it's a big help. Kasi it's very straightforward, but at the same time, here po kasi, when they can see that you're already competent on the bench, when they can see that you can already manage and do cross-matching, they will leave you alone talaga. So you can panic by yourself. At least hindi nakikita ng iba na nagpapanik ka. Ganun. But as we go along naman, we are able to manage ganyan. We have a lot of trainees in blood bank now who don't really understand what this is. So parang nare-realize ko po ngayon yung difference ng education ng medtech dito and compared sa Pilipinas. Because the education of the medtechs here, they don't have specific subjects like blood bank or UA, ganyan. It's just basic. So I really get to appreciate talaga yung knowledge ng mga students sa, from the Philippines because they already know. May basic knowledge na po sila.
Hi, thank you so much. Yung recording, siguro pag-usapan access it. Kasi sabi ni Ma'am Yana, sa'yo daw yung nasa host, ay di ko ikaw yung nag-host. Anyway, if there's no more question from the rest, I will be talking with Ma'am Nona mamaya through Messenger. But if you don't have question, we will end our discussion or our meeting so that you can proceed to your next class. Ma'am Nona, thank you so much for being with us, for spending time preparing the slide, questions, and being troubled by the technical problem we've had a while ago. Thank you so much. I hope my students learned so much from you. And anyway, they will really be reviewing for this because they have quiz next week. Okay, set na lang tayo mamaya. Guys, can you open your video and let's take a picture? Padali na, alam ko lilipat na kayo in a few minutes sa Teams.
Sorry po. Thank you so much
Na
po
lang.
for standing by us kahit madaming technical
Sama ka sa
difficulties.
picture ha. Ayan,
Sige
mag-on
po.
lang sila. Picture lang tayo. Shout on. Vents. You want? Hindi ko alam pa ba kung kompleto na itong nakikita ko. Siguro mag-screenshot din po kayo and napapicture na lang din kasi parang ilan lang meron ako. Parang 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5 times 5, 25 lang meron ako sa screen ko. Hihingi na lang ako ng copy mamaya. Okay, everyone?
Gallery view.
Smile! And wait. Next page pala. May next page pala dito sa nakikita ko. Next page na tayo. Smile. Okay. Okay. Salamat everyone. Namdana, salamat din. Usap tayo mamaya
Thank you,
sa
sir.
messenger.
Thank you so much po. You have a good day. We're so sorry for the delay. Bye-bye.
End na lang ng recording.
Paano?
Thank you, ma'am.
Tapos pahanap mo mamaya kung nasaan na yun. Thank you everyone.
Bye-bye po.